Hello. Another week.
Another episode.
Woo woo.
My hair looks really put together normally, but like right now in here, it looks like it's in shambles.
In person, it feels good. And
It feels good.
It feels good.
Okay.
I'm going for that spiky look.
Love it.
Because today's podcast episode is
Y2K.
woo woo. I'm just gonna be saying woo woo today.
Why? Is that your thing today?
I don't know.
Woo, woo.
It might be. We'll see.
I might annoy everyone because I have a... Ow.
Why would you do that next to the...
I'm so sorry. I just want them to
Mic.
see that it's real. Well, if you're watching the YouTube video, you know it's real. But
We're not in IKEA, so it should not be fake. Anyways, let's start this podcast with our intro.
I'm Leslie Marie.
And this is our podcast, Fashionably Late. Ah, no! I got it wrong! I am
Wow,
a
you're
week
early.
behind. I'm a week behind, and we haven't filmed.
We haven't filmed in like about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We've been back up.
Yeah, so we're kind of, we lost our grip a little bit.
Okay, let's do that. I got
do
it. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Natalia,
And I'm Leslie Marie,
and this is our podcast. While you're early, we are fashionably late.
where we talk about the clothing we wear and the untold but very true stories of why we wear what we wear.
Can you guys guess who was talking there? I'm just kidding. I mean, if you're listening, obviously it's Leslie. If you're watching, obviously it's hard to tell.
I think it's the other way around.
The coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
No, it hasn't.
The cocky.
It's because, okay, let me tell you a little bit. Natalie got a little caught off guard because originally this episode we were supposed to film later on. And we kind of had to shift it and move it. So we're a little unprepared, but I think we're prepared enough.
Here.
So,
Anyways, without further ado, even though you can't see us with the Spotify, but our outfits today are rating a certain time period that is iconic. Also, first
Y2K.
Okay, don't.
They can't tell.
Okay. I'm gonna cut that
She
off.
thinks
I got a
Okay.
bug bite, a spider bite. You know where? In the worst part ever. On my neck.
Yeah.
And it's
Is
red.
that the worst spot though that you could get a bug bite?
I mean, because I work for the next 3-4 days.
Oh,
Yes,
so it's
it
like
is.
near your face. Yeah.
I have to interact with people.
Concealer and band-aids, baby. Easy.
Anyways, before I was really interrupted by myself.
Okay.
Anyways, with our outfits, but you can't see us if you're hearing us. But our outfits are radiating. Leslie?
Y2K.
Y2K.
I was inspired by the queen, the legend, the person that I've looked up to since I was 5 years
Yes.
old, Lizzie McGuire, aka Hilary Duff, aka
Woo-hoo!
I still look up to her, aka she's my
At
favorite.
least you didn't say XOXO Gossip Girl.
I mean, she did come out in that too.
She did.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
I feel like that show. I tried so hard to watch it, but I felt like it was too ahead of my time period.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you were like.
And so now watching it, I'm like, but I'm not in high school anymore, you know.
Yeah,
And
so
the
you missed
drama.
that. No, but I love it.
But the drama that I do love is One Tree Hill.
Oh my
I
god. Okay.
love that show.
I mean, those shows were in the early 2000s.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about your fashion inspo for today.
My fashion inspo. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of radiating which is so out of it. Okay, actually no. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm kind of radiating 13 going on 30 Jenna Rink with her
We
hair.
love it. Okay.
With the spiky, you know, that outfit that she has, her hair spiky.
yes,
then-
where she's in her office riding with her Lisa
Yes,
Frank.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
love
then
it.
I feel like the big sleeves. I think
Yeah.
she wore something like a little cardigan or something.
Yeah. Also, I love your makeup today. I feel like it is radiating Jenna Rink. Love
Jenna
it.
Rink. Yeah.
Jenna Rink and Lizzie McGuire.
And I made sure to put my earrings today because last time I forgot, and I was like, I feel naked on my earrings,
Yeah.
on my ears.
Okay.
Anyways,
That works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the history of Y2K. Even though technically, I mean, it's been 20 years, but
Damn!
2 decades, people.
2 decades.
Yes, but probably okay.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
23.
It's insane.
Last time you
It
guys
feels like-
heard me,
Yeah.
saw me.
She was
Okay,
22.
I was 22, guys. In those 2 weeks that we were off, I turned 23.
You turned 23.
So
guys.
2 decades. I'm like, shoot, that's right, because I'm 23.
Yeah, your age is literally the year. I don't know
That's
how you
so
would
hard.
forget that.
That's so like. There's people that do forget. My own father would be like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "What year is it?" And he'd be like, "2022." And I was like, "Okay, so then take the first 2 numbers, and the last 2 is what?
22.
How old I am, or I'm gonna be."
As Taylor Swift said.
22. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I was like there,
Yeah,
and my mic is 22.
Okay, I don't think people will sign up to listen to us sing. So let's talk about Y2K, right? I feel like there was 2 eras of Y2K within Y2K.
Mhm.
So we're gonna talk about the first one, and then depending on your guys' feedback, we'll probably talk about the second half. So
Weirdly enough, though, I found this out because we're talking about 2 time
Yes.
periods. The Y2Ks, even though 2Ks means what, like the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
So I found out that originally the Y2K like fashion era began in 1997.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then it technically, I think it was like the whole year because it ended in
was a
2007.
decade. Yeah.
But it's funny because I was like, I would have never thought of it to actually start in like 1997.
Yes.
When it's like 3 years till we get to the 2000s.
I think it was because everyone had like the fever of like millennial time, you know? And so I go back and I think of movies like Xenon or
I was
like
just gonna think. I was thinking of that, and I was like, "What is it called?"
or like even like your favorite movie of all time, She's All That.
Love that movie. She's
Those-
all that. She's the man.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
She's a queen. She's a queen. But those movies, even though they were in the 90s ish, early 2000s, I feel like they still radiate that kind of energy, or they introduce that kind of energy.
Definitely.
You know, because earlier on in the 90s it was very grunge, but later on it was very
It was
Y2K.
very much like the Vivienne Westwood like type
Yes.
of clothing and stuff, which was kind of cool.
which
like,
is a bit punk princess Y2K.
why it's a good
Love it.
transition though too into the
Into-
Y2K.
Yeah, and I love it so much. Also, I have a playlist. If you
It's
guys...
so good, guys. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's like my thing is like
It's called Punk Princess.
Punk Princess. Yes,
Oh,
all the songs-
early 2000s or something like that.
all the songs are. And then she has a
Yeah.
picture. Is it Phoebe Bridgers?
Yes.
In like a white dress, but like we know who Phoebe Bridgers is. Like,
Yeah,
she's
but
like,
she's still a punk princess.
But it's
to
so
me.
cool. I was like, I love this. I
Yeah.
love this playlist.
I feel like that's the playlist I have the most followers at
Yes.
because everyone loves it.
Mm-hmm. It's just
You
really
are
good.
welcome. I know I'm doing God's work. I'm making my playlist.
We should link it. You know.
Yeah, we'll probably link it. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Or put it on our feed.
There's so much noise. I feel like the mic might catch it, and there's
Sorry.
so much noise. Didn't want to interrupt you.
If
but
you
go.
didn't know, we do Music Mondays where we put our playlist every Monday of what we're listening to,
Yeah.
depending on that episode. So we'll
EPC.
link it there. On
And
our
it's our
Instagram.
most listened to music.
On our Instagram.
So right now we'll listen to "It's a Bad Idea," right? No, bad idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
Boy, Olivia Rodrigo. I
I
don't know
feel
why
like
I
she's
got
a
that.
Y2K princess.
Definitely.
Even
She's bringing
though,
it back.
Yeah, even though she technically was born
Apt.
in the she was born in that time, but
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I have more of a right. I was born in 2000. Just
You're
kidding.
literally
Just
Y2K.
kidding.
But what was I gonna say? Okay, so basically Y2K is broken down into 2 parts for us, right? I feel like the first part is very early or like late 90s, early 2000s, right? Where you think about like She's All That, you think about like Lizzie McGuire, you know? And then it kind of ends around 2004, 2003. That's like the first half.
Okay.
And then the second half, which people, if you were in middle school around this time, you will vividly remember. We're going into like 2006, 2007, where this was very much where like Nelly Furtado was. Yes, she was queen. And then also, I feel like at every middle school play, they had all her music.
Especially in the dance. I mean, I don't
The
know. I
dancing.
was still elementary,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming it was in the dances.
And then very much, if you guys know, Jersey Shore. I know that was a little bit later, but
Oh
it's around
my gosh,
that time.
I have a story.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I have a story.
Now I swear I was Snooki. Anyways, but I feel like it's very significant. I also remember like shopping at like Wet Seal because like you felt older and like there's a lot of Y2K.
Forever 21.
Yeah, early like Forever 21. It was like very
Especially because I feel like Forever 21.
papaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see because like Forever 21 was like that like big fashion like brand
At the time.
moment. Like,
Yeah.
where now it's like Zara or Aritzia.
Yeah.
But like then it was like Forever 21. So
Yeah.
all the girls didn't want to shop there. And especially because like Forever 21 was doing like the different pops of color that
Yes.
had to relate to the Y2K.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but at Urban Outfitters, they brought back the glittery bags that everyone would wear,
Yes.
where they had like sequins sewn
Mhm.
into it. I kind of want to get one, but it's very reminiscent of that time.
That era,
Yes,
yeah.
which I feel was like towards like mid to late 2000s.
And it's funny because like during the Y2K, like what were the pants that they would wear? The low
Low-rise,
right?
Yeah.
The other
and
day-
it was like kind of like wide leg a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love a good wide leg pants.
Yes.
I have a few, not too low rise, like they're like a little bit,
Mid-rise.
Mid-rise. Anyways, I had this lady come in the other day at work, and she was talking to me about how like old styles that when she was in middle school, which is the Y2K,
Low-rise, yeah.
came back. And she's like, and I have nieces, she's like, that are like out shopping for like the low rise. And she's like, mentally in myself, I'm like, oh no, like
Oh,
I need
no.
to stop this before it happens, because it's like a
Yeah.
canon event, you know?
Yep.
Like when we go back, like, you know, like styles come back and stuff. And she was like, it was just like the low rise, like era-ish
Yep.
of Y2K. She's like, it was just so horrible because it was like, if you're not super thin,
No.
it doesn't look good. She's like, where I'm just like, okay, but like I don't want she's like, my nieces to be in that mentality.
I feel like we had that drastic change because then, like, in the late 2000s, like 2008, 2010, that's when skinny jeans were a thing. So it went
Yes.
from one extreme to the
another.
other.
It went a little bit higher, but it went really, really tight.
But really, really tight.
Especially when the men were wearing it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
And
so
then after that, they were wearing like the baggy pants.
Yeah,
And I
I
was like,
I feel like we're getting into different eras, but yeah.
We're talking about
So we're talking about Y2K,
Yeah.
and I think I don't know. For me, it's very significant that those were two different eras within
Mhm.
Y2K. So we're talking about the first half, which is
Yes.
very much
Like-
you know.
I feel like I'm
Bright
laying
colors, I
on
know.
you.
I
I'm
saw that.
so sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I was like, what?
Yeah, she's falling asleep. The coffee is not
No,
hit
kicked
yet.
in. It's just very gloomy outside today.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, and I feel like also during Y2K, like, I'm thinking of Lizzie McGuire because
Yes.
that's like the main thing that I remember because of you watching it.
Yeah, I was
It's
obsessed.
like the chunky heels, the one
Yeah.
braid, the little glitter and
Yes,
stuff.
I still remember there's an episode, which I'm kind of channeling that shirt, but she has this like white shirt with butterflies all over it.
Mhm.
And then it was like picture day, like I think that was like the episode. And she had these like denim jeans that she had just got, and they were like glittery, but then they were like
Mhm.
kind of wide leg. And I don't know, I thought she was so cool. So
Also, it's funny though because I'm gonna correlate. I don't know if I think we mentioned it, but because we got cut off a lot in our Barbie, both audio and video,
yeah,
we mentioned how Lizzie McGuire would have made a good like Barbie
yeah,
because like she was Barbie during that era.
yeah. For us.
So I feel like now seeing her as a grown up and she still talks about Lizzie McGuire, you're just like,
I
oh
know
my
she's
God.
so wholesome to me.
Yes.
She went to the Taylor Swift concert too, and I
Yeah.
was like, that is so cute when worlds collide. I don't know.
So I'm like, that was your first ever Barbie. Like
Yeah.
you looked at her when you were little, you're like, that's Barbie. And then
Well,
like,
I mean, I did have my Barbies, but I
Mhm.
feel like seeing someone who wasn't an animated character or
Mhm.
who wasn't just a doll, like
which was I? I'm just kidding.
that was at that time. I mean, so seeing Lizzie McGuire, I was like, I want to be her when I grow up.
Yeah.
I
was just-
still want
it
to
was
be
good.
her when I grow up.
And she's not even that old.
I know.
much older than you, but-
Oh well, I also want to be Hillary Duff when I grow up
Yeah.
too. So yeah, Hillary, if you're
that's
listening
really
to
nice.
us, we love you.
Leslie's your biggest
I am
fan.
your biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
Not in a creepy way, just in like
A
I
good
admire everything you do.
Yeah. No, and,
Yeah.
and it's funny though, because like there's like times where she's like what she wears, like when she posts on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, that's like something you would wear, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and then I sent it to Leslie. I'm like, this is something that you would wear. Like you're
I
radiating
feel like
that.
I also do it like unconsciously
Yeah.
at this point
I was
now.
gonna say that, but I was like, is that the right
Yeah,
word?
yeah. Like where she was such a big part of my life in like when I was little, from like 5 to like 7, 8.
Mhm.
That like I was like, I don't know, that like now I just like radiate her energy without
Exactly.
thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Mhm.
Another person who's very significant, I think, especially in like street style,
Mhm.
is Victoria Beckham in the early 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's when she was like married to
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
She was still in Spice Girls.
like towards
a
the
little
end.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it also, because, like, I feel like she was just, like, a blueprint of,
Yes.
like, a good Y2K, like,
Also her short hair,
street style.
iconic.
Yes.
Loved it. Also, she would go out in just like white tank tops and denim jeans and flip-flops, but it looked so good.
I think it just has to depend a lot of how you present yourself when you're wearing that, because people are gonna be like, I didn't do my hair, but she was like, I guess I kind of did my hair, I guess I kind of did my makeup, but then like it was just so put together, and that's what makes a good street style outfit. Like she was able to do that type of thing,
like it came naturally to her.
So I'm like,
also the queen, Britney Spears.
Especially when she shaved her head.
No, that was towards the end. That was.
It's okay. I don't judge. I'm
not gonna say that. Okay, but what the picture that I'm thinking, obviously her music videos, right? We know, we love. But my favorite red carpet moment was when she was with Justin Timberlake. The all denim look.
That is so iconic.
The epitome of Y2K.
That is iconic. I think mostly because it was like. She rocked that outfit. She rocked that
like,
outfit.
who said I can't wear denim on denim? Because we're doing denim on denim with extra denim.
I don't know if it's right. I have to investigate. But I think there was something people were talking about her during that time. So when she showed up to the red carpet wearing that, it was like a statement of what people were talking about. And everyone was like, that's why it was more iconic at that time as well. Because I think people were like saying something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I watched this on TikTok. And but I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. The tea from 20 years ago.
And so her wearing that denim outfit, especially with Justin Timberlake, like it was like a statement she made. And I was like, women talk to people who like talk bad about her through their outfits.
Yes,
through how they're doing.
Yes, I do.
So it's like, you're a bitch. I'll be like, I'm a bad bitch now. And then dress like,
look at my outfit.
It's like, you're a little girl. I'm a beautiful little girl. And like dress like all cutesy and all that stuff.
Yeah. I feel like you could say a lot with your outfits.
Yeah. Dos, uno, Fergalicious. I could rap that whole song, guys.
Do you want to rap it right now for them?
No.
Because Freggy, an icon of Y2K, could be watching. Let's do it.
Freggy, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that to myself.
No? Okay. Uno.
Uno.
That'll probably be in the deleted scenes.
Yeah. I'll probably sing it. Be like, guys.
BTS. So, going back to who else was iconic. I mean, there's a lot of people in that time period.
Here's some of our favorites. Those are some of our favorites.
But those are some of our favorites. I think also, going back to the rom-coms of that time... Love. We have 13 Going on 30.
Miss Jennifer
Garner, queen. We have How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That yellow dress.
That is an iconic.
That Knicks outfit. I want to go to a basketball game, a Knicks basketball game, just to wear her outfit.
To recreate, yeah.
And to make a man go get me a Diet Coke. That's
when they're about to score.
That's literally all.
That's how you get them, ladies. Yes. Tell me if they're the right man, if they do it.
And then him getting punched in the face, and then hugging me outside. You know, that scene, iconic. Anyways, also, sorry, which one?
We could say 27 Dresses. But is it during that time?
I mean, yeah, it's towards
like
the end of it.
A little bit, yeah.
Towards the end of it, yeah.
It's just like the dresses, like they're just so cute. Like also,
it's so precious, so precious. Also, I mean, our queen Hilary Duff. Your favorite movie, Natalie? A Cinderella Story.
That's your favorite movie.
It's both of our favorite movies.
Okay.
Yeah, you like she's.
Okay, but like your Cinderella Story is with Hilary Duff. Mine is with Selena Gomez.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was my time, and I was like, ooh.
I mean, I feel like we could talk about Selena in the second half because I feel like Wizards of Waverly Place is very influential. Iconic.
Demi Lovato too for me.
Yeah, at that time. So that would be the second half. But then going off of that, those were movies, right? Which we can name a few, but also shows. I think one show that comes to mind, especially having lived in the OC, is the OC itself. Miss Rachel Bilson.
Iconic.
We love her. And again, I know her street style is probably based in the end of Y2K, but in the show, she is very early Y2K.
Yeah.
Her character. Love.
I think the other one is, well, we know One Tree Hill. Yeah. Because it was like towards the end. But there's another one that we...
Gilmore Girls?
Yes, but
that's fall vibes.
There's something else. Because we watched that first before we watched the OC. When we binge watched that one time, we had COVID.
Yeah, we watched like all these shows.
Yeah, we watched another one.
One Tree Hill? Like during that time? One Tree Hill.
I don't know.
Gilmore Girls.
Not Gossip Girl. There's another one.
I don't know.
I need to look this up, guys.
Look it up.
You keep talking.
The only thing I could remember is Heart of Dixie, but that was like towards the end.
No, that was towards
the end. I also love that show.
Which was also amazing.
Rachel Bilson. I think I was very, I mean, again, I should talk about it in the second half, but Rachel Bilson, her street style, especially in magazines, it was during the time when you would see her in InStyle magazine, and they would break apart her outfit to see like where you can get it. I love, like, I would literally save those because I was like, when I grow up, I want to dress like her. Yeah, so icon, queen. Have you found the show?
No, I'm so looking. Sorry.
You're good. No, you're good.
I just like, I know there's a show, but I was like, what is it called that like...
And it's gonna bug you if you don't find it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I need to find it so I could mention it and then I'd be like, I could breathe, you know?
I'm trying to think. I'm like,
let's see.
I don't know. Dawson's Creek, no, you weren't a fan of that. I feel like you didn't really watch it.
No.
One Tree Hill. Is it like a high school show?
It's somewhere, yeah. I'm trying to remember what it was called.
Also, speaking of One Tree Hill, Sophia Bush street style was amazing.
Yes.
And also the characters that she played during that time. Obviously, we know Brooke Davis. We love Brooke Davis. And then also in the John Tucker Must Die.
Yes.
Iconic. Yeah, I feel like she's also someone that I look up to, not only as like a style icon, but I think just as a person in general. Like, I love everything she stands for. And I love, like, if you listen to a podcast with her or like a talk with her, like, I don't know, like your mind, you're just like, thank you for saying what I was thinking in such a, like, the way she talks is so, I don't know if elaborate is the word, but it's just like I don't know, like the way she says what she says, I'm like, thank you, because I was thinking it, but I didn't know how to put it into words.
Put it out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Did you find it?
watched, but I'm trying to see if it was during that time. I don't know if it was, though.
Why don't you just put Y2K shows?
No, it was, so it was a 90210, but not the first one, the second one.
Yeah. With Shaylee Grimes or something?
Yes.
I forgot her name, sorry.
But I'm trying to figure out if that was during that time.
I mean, it was towards like the end of it ish, because it was, I feel like it was during that time, and then Gossip Girl kind of started after that.
Yeah, I'm like, is it that one? Is it that one that I'm confusing with?
Cool.
Doesn't show up, though.
Didn't show up?
On
Why don't you
Hulu.
click like the OC and then shows like that will come?
Well, it's not in the Hulu application.
Just put Y2K shows.
Yeah.
I feel like also, I mean, I don't know about you, but like Amanda Bynes.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, she made obviously a lot of movies during that time, and in all of her movies, she was a icon. For fashion.
I think my favorite movie of hers is the
She's a Man.
She's a Man. It's just her outfit, and it was just because like it shows who she is as a person and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so it was just like a good movie, like a good laugh.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's based off of a Shakespeare play.
Yes, you did tell me that.
Which I love.
It's such a good one.
Such a good one. Another one too that you like, well, you love, is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Love that movie.
Which I feel like that also
Heath
works.
Ledger.
Yeah, Bring It On too.
I don't think I watched too much of Bring It On.
Bring It On, I did. I remember because it was like on
Veronica Mars.
Veronica
There we go.
Mars. How could we forgot it?
I was like, there was somebody. I was like, it's such a good show.
Such an
Veronica
icon.
Mars. Oh my gosh, I yelled, guys.
Such
I'm
an
so
icon.
sorry.
I'm
I
so
yelled.
sorry.
It's just I saw it the picture.
Veronica Mars and Alias with Jennifer Garner. Those were shows. I feel like it goes back to like being empowered as a woman. Like those were the shows that you grew up with as like a little girl, and so watching them now back, you're just like, this was way ahead of its time. Like,
Yep.
I don't know who said yes to these shows, but we thank you for that.
Thank you, Hannah Montana.
Yeah. Kim Possible.
The Even Stevens, the sister.
Even Stevens. Yeah.
H2. Oh, Just Add Water. That was another one.
That was another
But
one.
it was Veronica Mars. I was like, we watched it before the OC because it was like in the same area. Because now it's like technically in the same.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was like, what show? And I was
Love
like,
that show.
There you go.
She kicks butt in it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just iconic. Her wardrobe too. I remember there's an episode where she has like a vest. I think it's like green, and then like a pink undershirt, like a bubble pink, and then she has like a little hat. Those hats were so cute.
Yes, you had so many of those.
I had so many of those. Yeah. And I had sequins on everything. I loved it. I feel like also shopping at like Limited 2 during that time was a big one.
It's funny though because like
Thank God for my parents that would allow me to shop there. Because it was pricey.
it's funny because like okay, if you think about it, like when you think of Y2K, the main like clothing components was the low-rise jeans, chunky heels, like or chunky sandals. And then you had like sequence tops or purses or even the belt. Remember you had a belt?
The sequence on the belt.
Yes.
Oh, I miss that.
And then you had like funky prints like this.
Yep.
And then, or like bright colors.
Clips in your hair.
The little flowers. Remember the little like kind of 70-ish style flowers on the top?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Little clips. Or you had like the braid and stuff.
I feel like it was a lot of graphic tees too that were like baby cut graphic tees.
Baby tees.
But they had like, say like if it was like butterflies, like the glitter would stand out. Or if it was like I remember I had like a Tweety shirt, and if I clicked the Tweety, it would like make a noise. So it was very like 3D, like mini shirts.
Yeah,
or if that makes sense.
I think when they like spray paint the shirts, and they do like a lot of like the pink and the thing tie dye and like all this stuff. So it was kind of cool because it's like we had an idea of what it was, but people still made different outfits of them. So if you think about how you said like Victoria Beckham, like she had the low rise jeans and then she had a white tank. The low rise jeans and then the flip flops are just like Y2K. Or if you saw her with like a sequin skirt and then like a baby tee, you're like Y2K. Like it's
sequence was everything at that time.
Also, I think the hair had a lot to do. It was very spiky, very like how it is now, like slick back. Yeah. Like you had either like space buns,
colored rubber bands.
Yeah. The little clips. I think of Miranda from Lizzie McGuire, her friend.
Yeah.
Like she was another version of Y2K, like but more grungy.
Yeah, more punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like another form of Y2K that we know and stuff.
Which I think that's something that I love, the duality of Y2K, which is very much like you can go very girly with it.
Yeah.
But you could also go very punk with it.
Yeah.
And so it depended on your mood for the day.
And it was a good transition between how it was like the decade before of like that it was more grunge. Punk princess to Y2K because it was like you still got hints of it, but you still embrace more of the Y2K type of.
And I feel like every single part of your like outfit, especially accessories, would like go together. So if you had pink hair clips, you had a pink sequence belt and a pink purse and pink sandals. Like it was just like from head to toe, every detail.
Remember the I think it's
chokers.
The sweatpants from Cheetah
Juicy
Girls.
Couture.
Yes, the Juicy Couture where it was bedazzled on the butt.
Cheetah Girls was also iconic.
Also zebra prints.
Is
it cheetah prints? I think
cheetah
there was a part. Like they were just like the prints, but it wasn't like a brown and black. It was like purple and black, pink and like, you know?
It was pink and purple one. I remember I had like a little backpack and it was like a cheetah print, but it was pink and purple and it had sequins. And I had all of my Lisa Frank stuff in there.
The little like workout headbands too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The ones, the ones that had the cheetah ones.
Yeah.
And then the workout ones too.
It was like your whole fit was coordinated, and even your purse too.
Yes.
Like it would match. Also, I think obviously we talked about Paul Frank before. Paul Frank was a big designer during that time. Juicy Couture,
especially
was big.
For the baby tees.
Yes,
because it was like more of like a sporty baby tee because it had like the black lining. And
also, remember the ones that had like the monkeys that had like phrases on it that were kind of funny.
Yeah.
I remember you would go to like JCPenney and like you'd see those. I forget what the brand was. But also like Lisa Frank. We had Hello Kitty stuff.
Your Lisa Frank collection.
I miss it so much. It's in storage right now. I literally, when I have my office, I am going to be Jenna Rink and I am going to have, I don't care if I'm signing checks with a glittered Lisa Frank pen. Like I will do it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
No one's gonna...
The duality of a woman.
No one's going to judge.
No one's going to judge.
But yeah, I think it's like a good thing. And I think how you said, like there's different versions / eras of the Y2K from the 1997 to 2007, and I think the OC and like even a bit of Lizzie McGuire were towards the end of it, and then we had like shows like Veronica Mars and like in the beginning, in the middle-ish, you know, the OC, not the OC, the One Tree Hill. Like movies like 13 Going on 30, like we had
also
those.
I feel like even like in Gilmore Girls, like it
was a fall Y2K.
It was a fall Y2K, but even that, like if you look at like Lorelai, like her outfits scream Y2K.
Iconic, yeah.
Y2K.
I love the one. Okay, I love one because I feel like now people wear them and you're just like, that's a perfect outfit. Yeah. But it was when she's running late.
Yes, to drop her off.
To Rory's first thing to drop her off, and she's wearing a shirt, a blazer, cowboy boots and a tie-dye shirt.
It's so great.
It's a nice
I would
fit.
wear that right now.
Yeah,
I would wear that right now.
It's a nice
It's a
fit.
nice fit.
But then
And then the claw clip.
Yes.
She had her little claw clip.
hmm
Yeah, I would wear that right now. I feel like also, I like how you mentioned that there was different phases throughout Y2K or different ways to style it.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to my mind, kind of going off of the Barbie thing, is brats. I feel like there was 4 different brats, but they all had their style
Different
of Y2K.
one. It's funny though because they took out the movie, like the live action
Didn't
movie.
do
It
well.
wasn't good, and I feel like it didn't really like focus on the fashion and like of brats that we knew.
Yeah.
But the movies, the animated movies did, and it
Were
was just
so
so
good.
funny. Because okay, now you know how like we had Barbie.
Yeah.
Recently, the movie.
If we
People
get
got Barbie.
brats,
Okay, we get brats, whatever, right? But did you see that Kylie Jenner did a collab with Bratz?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's like the first ever collab that
Yeah.
Bratz has done with anything, and you get to collect the little stamps.
the little,
So I was like, is this
the beginning.
the beginning of Bratz? Like, are
Bratz.
we bringing Bratz? And I'm like, if they make the movie, they have to do it right.
Yeah. Also, I feel like how you said the outfits were very iconic. I
The chunky
remember.
heels.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if you remember, but we had the DS, right?
Yes.
Nintendo DS. I had a white one. Natalie had a pink one,
Yes.
which had stickers and glitter everywhere. But we played the Bratz game, and you got to style them and do their makeup. That to me,
yes. And
was
then you had to
amazing.
feed the dog.
you had to feed the dog.
And then you had to do like little like
tasks to
tasks.
like buy outfits,
That I remember. I'd always buy all the outfits.
Yeah.
Like I would always do all the little.
and you got to
things.
pick what Bratz you wanted
Yeah.
to be.
And I would decorate it. Also, to painting them, like their
Yes,
makeup and
their
all that
makeup.
stuff. And I was just like, this is so cool. Like I was in that moment, I was like, if I could like get those clothing in real life,
Amazing.
I would wear them. Like I was like,
Love.
I just want to channel my inner Bratz.
Yes, we
Yeah.
love that. If you- also,